All right. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to our PJ Party Monday, where we're here live on our YouTube channel and in our Facebook group regularly on Mondays at 8, coming at you with fresh new information, products, celebrations all the time. And so today is our Wellness Booster Serums and Supplements OY event. This is kind of a monthly chat we have about some of the various Mary Kay items you don't often get to hear about, but that still support overall healthy skin and anti-aging efforts. Mary Kay has 200 product lines, right? So it's hard for you to get exposure to all of them. And typically, most of you are going to experience our skincare or our glamour, but there's a and so we want to make sure you have the opportunity to be exposed to lots of products. And in addition, you get to hear from some of our brand ambassadors. And so every month when we have our Booster Serums and Supplements event, we feature a different brand ambassador and her Mary Kay story. And so we're so glad all of you are here. Couture is here. And so we've got Sandy here, Kimberly Brown. So we're just so excited that all of you are here. Make sure to let us know in the comments who you are, who's your brand ambassador. And some reminders of things coming up. We've got our next event is going to be next Monday, and it's going to be our June birthday party. And again, if you've been around us for a while, you know that every month we love to celebrate our birthdays in that month. And so we have our June birthday party coming up next week, Monday. If you were born in June, make sure you text your consultant and say, hey, I want to be celebrated. Get your June birthday party prize pack today. Okay, that's a tongue twister. From your beauty consultant, June birthdays, we're going to be celebrating you. We're going to be doing some skincare. We're going to be giving away some free stuff. So that is super, super exciting. Okay, so let's say hi. We've got Sabrina's guest is here. And we've got Cojito, which is Tam here. Heather's here. So we're so excited. And I'm so excited for our guest speaker today. Today's featured speaker is Christine Howard. And she's going to tell us a little bit about her Mary Kay story. And she's going to tell us about two of her favorite supplements, which is our deep wrinkle filler and acne treatment gel. And Christine has been around me and around Mary Kay for quite some time. I'm so honored that when you were thinking about where you wanted to kind of round out your Mary Kay journey, you chose to be a part of the Ferris Firecrackers family. Love having you as part of our family. You have brought Ohio into the building. And so we're just so grateful for you. I'm excited to for everybody to get to know a little bit about you and what are some of your favorite Mary Kay products. So Christine, tell me a little bit about you. Like, where did you grow up? You know, how did you come to be in South Florida? What is your regular daytime job and how did you get into that?
All right, well, let's get into it. Yes, Farrah, I am originally from Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised. And so graduated high school and became an aquatics director for the city. And as I was working for the city as an aquatics director, I went through for my college degree and got my degree in paralegal studies from a small business college on an academic scholarship. So I'm absolutely am excited about that. And then I transferred from the Department of Port Control, or what we would call back then was the aviation department or whatever, as a secretary for the engineering division at the airport. And then now, I'll say somewhere between 2008, something like that, I relocated from Ohio to Florida as a small business enterprise compliance specialist. And right now I'm working in the most southern South Florida, Miami-Dade, as a compliance specialist, a small business enterprise compliance specialist, which mainly ensures opportunities are being provided to local, small, minority, women-owned businesses. And when I relocated from Cleveland to Ohio, I started a Mary Kay business in Cleveland, but then I relocated, took a break, and actually Mary Kay found me again at an actual event. A young lady, my recruiter at the time, had asked me, if I wanted to, be her client. She's an esthetician as well. And then came to find out that she was using Mary Kay products. She sells Mary Kay products. And kind of sort of the rest is history, but I'll give you a little bit more later.
Okay. Okay, so that's interesting. I don't even think I knew that part of your story. You sold Mary Kay in Cleveland.
Yes.
So how were you first exposed to Mary Kay? And if you remember, before you were exposed to Mary Kay, even back in Cleveland, what was your impression of like Mary Kay as a brand or as a business?
So I would hear about the pink Cadillacs, and I would hear about, glamorous parties being given, but I couldn't like equate the two, like how you could own your own business and move up to pink Cadillac and also have your own team. That I was not aware of.
Okay. All right. So when did you become aware of that? And what made you decide, maybe this could be something for me as a business?
So I became aware of actually the building my career along the career path in Mary Kay was when I started building my business consistently, and initially came on as I believe it's called an adoptee, Mary Kay recruit directly to you. Because before there was really no classes that I could attend, or professional development that I could attend. It was really just more parties that I would try to participate in and try to get or try to invite people to purchase items and products. But once I started attending the firecracker team units, training, even online back then when it wasn't really required to be online, it was just like very inspiring. And it made me feel as if I could really build my own business. So that's where I learned it.
Isn't that interesting? So I love that you said that because I think a lot of people have been exposed to Mary Kay. And the cool thing about Mary Kay is everybody runs their businesses differently. But I have always run Mary Kay as a business from the beginning, right? Many of you know if you've been around, I didn't wear makeup before Mary Kay. I never washed my face. I never saw Mary Kay as a makeup company. I saw it as a business opportunity. And that is the way I teach it. And that is what I understand it to be. And that's the way I've developed it for over 14 years. The skincare and the glamour just happens to be the tool for an amazing business opportunity that just makes sense. So I love that you said that because a lot of people, maybe the way they were exposed to Mary Kay, they didn't know that it was a business. And so once you kind of figured out, hey, this is an actual business opportunity where I can actually make money. Okay, you love that and you kind of adopted to that. But of course, it all started with the products. And for those of you that don't know, well before Christine was my consultant on my team, she was a Mary Kay user, right?
Yes.
And loved the products, right? And most people that choose to start a Mary Kay business have been exposed to and enjoy the products as well. So we love that. Okay. So I'm so curious. What was the first product you ever purchased or really fell in love with? And what are the two things you're loving right now in terms of products and how do you use them?
So the very first purchase was definitely the skincare. Probably the basic set was the cleanser and the day or night cream, or both. Not sure if they had eye cream at that time. And then I came to love the foot scrub and then all the other stuff. But that was the initial stuff, the products that I had purchased. And then this fabulous, awesome, clear proof line saved my whole entire life at one point in time. Maybe it was called something else back then, but it definitely took care of my oily skin, my pores, my acne. So this acne treatment gel is awesome. And then this deep, time-wise deep wrinkle filler is also awesome. I came to appreciate this much later, but I can talk about either one first. So should I go with the deep wrinkle filler?
First of all, Christine, if you don't mind, tell the people your age because the people need to know.
So
The people need to know because they're not going to believe it.
I know I have good genes, Farrah, because my mama was bad.
Okay, that was a bad choice, yes.
But I've been using Mary Kay products probably since I was 20 something.
Love it.
And how long ago was that, you asked? About 20 something years. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you and me both. You and me both.
So I am 48.
You guys, 48. That's all the commercial you need for Mary Kay right there. Okay. All right. So I love that. Thank you for sharing with that. So we can hardly believe you have wrinkles, but how are you using the deep wrinkle filler? When do you use it? How do you use it? Tell us.
Exactly. So I use this day and night after I wash my face and before I put on my night cream. So it's between the serums, but it's definitely before I put on my night cream or before I put on my day cream in the daytime. I use this on my forehead. I have lines on my forehead. You may not be able to see them now, but they exist. And I also use this for my laugh lines because I like to laugh and smile a lot. So I have to use them on my laugh lines. And then I also have what I call commas on my face. Yes, I like to keep the commas on the checks, Farrah. So that's why I use my deep wrinkle filler cream, as well as my on my Venus lines on my neck. So I find all the ways to use this awesome product. I love it.
Okay, deep wrinkle filler, part of our Time Wise Repair line, which is our high level advanced anti aging line, really indicated for kind of 45 and over. And so, thank you so much for sharing that. And it's so funny. I love how you use the deep wrinkle filler and you're also using the acne treatment gel, right? And so, people
Yes.
tend to think, maybe we only need acne stuff in our teenage years, but that's not true.
Right.
Adult onset acne is very common, of course, for women around our cycle, very common. And so, how are you incorporating also the acne treatment gel? Are you using it all the time? Do you tend to use it? Like, when do you use it and how do you use it?
So I only use it sparingly because it's so powerful. Anytime I get a breakout, which either is monthly or whenever I'm doing something with my mask too much, I wash my face. Then immediately afterwards, I take just a little bit and target those areas. See how it has the fine tip? And all you need is a little bit and just boop, 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 and you're good to go. And then after, when you're ready to, do your nighttime regimen, after you wash your face at night, make sure I do it one more time again. And then usually maybe after a couple of days, they'll start to disappear. So I just always keep it handy for whenever I have those blemishes and those breakouts.
Okay. I love that. Okay. That's so good. Well, you got a whole fan club in the chat. Yes. And it's very common. So we know that it's very common to have acne no matter what, all throughout time. Okay. It's not just a teenage thing. Okay. And so I love that. All right. So those are the products you're loving now. As we kind of wrap up, I'm so curious, what are you most looking forward to as it relates to the future of building your Mary Kay business?
So I'm so glad you asked me that, Farrah, because it changes as I go through this journey in Mary Kay. So I most look forward to helping women win, always have been, but adding new team members, Farrah, is a whole other level. So right now, I currently have two team members, Tam and Kimberly Brown, and both women are amazing because, I went into it thinking, I'm just going to invite them to a skincare party and it's going to be great. Honey, you called me, Farrah, and said, yeah, they want to sign. So I would just say that me getting to help other women build their own teams or just have products when they need them, when their family needs them, or if, they just want to try their hand at owning their own business because, being in Mary Kay, it's not a marriage contract. You can do it for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And only you can be your own boss, your own best boss. Only you can encourage yourself to be the best version of yourself. So Mary Kay helps me do that. Mary Kay is continuing to help me do that. And I would say, why not? Why not?
I love that. I love that. Yeah. And I love that you mentioned that because, again, a lot of times if we're not sure, don't understand the Mary Kay business opportunity, of course, there's the aspect of sharing the products, which is amazing, and helping women love the skin they're in. But you are at a whole nother level when you're leading other women, supporting them in bringing in income for your family. And it helps raise you to another level, really, as a leader, as a woman, as a speaker, as a coach, and as a teacher. And so I'm excited for you as you walk through that journey of continuing to support other women with putting money in their pocket, which is another avenue of income and aspects to our business. And speaking of, there may be some women that are thinking, okay, wait, Christine, you work at a regular job. You're in school, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. You're in school. You have a very rich, vibrant friends and family life, and you're dating and all the things. So how do you balance it all? How do you make it work? And what would you say to the woman who's like, I'm thinking about this, I just don't have the time? Like, how do you make it work?
Well, Farah, you also forgot to mention that I am a income property manager, owner, and whatever contractor to another contractor. So I wear many hats. And
Uh-huh.
what I find is it always brings me back to what is Christine working on for Christine? Is she
Mhm.
building her own brand? Is she building her own legacy? And, just like I say, Mary Kay, the more that I am with Mary Kay, the more that I see that I am building my own brand. And I'm, leaving a legacy for my family, for my friends, and it's awesome. It's amazing. And I'm literally at a staycation vacation with my BFF and her family, working.
Mhm.
I mean, that's all I can say.
I love it. Yes, I love it. Well, we're so grateful to have you. I love seeing your fan club and the customers and friends that you've built. And I love how Mary Kay can balance out, right? We can just, especially in the virtual times, like shut down the computer, ready to party, And so thank you so much, Christine, for sharing your story with us. Thank you for letting us get to know each other, get to know you a little bit, and sharing with us how we can be using the deep wrinkle filler and the acne treatment gel, both kind of lines and a little bit of that together. And we're just excited. All right. So, ladies, thank you so much for joining us in the comments. Remember, we'll be back our next MKPJ Party Monday. We're going to be celebrating our June birthday babies and looking ahead. The final Monday in June is going to be our Hydra session. So if you're listening in and you've done a Hydra session before and you want to hang out with us for a Hydra session again, you really should be doing it for your skin once a quarter. Or you've never done one, but you've at least completed a charcoal mask beauty experience and or microdermabrasion and facial peel beauty experience with your consultant. Hydra session. You're ready for it. You've got it. Okay. So connect with your consultant, find out what that's about. She'll get you all the samples. And we're just so excited. All right, ladies. Thank you so much, Christine. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. And thank you for sharing about those products.
Thank
Good
you.
night, everyone.